What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pick Six Nation. This time it's going to be episode 129, and it will be only me for this episode. And our topics for this episode are free agency, Lamar Jackson, Cam Newton, DeAndre Hopkins, Odell Beckham Jr., Ezekiel Elliott, Austinekeler, Jonah Williams, Bryce Young, cjstroud, willlevis, Russell Wilson, fostermoreau, Tombrady, benroethlisberger. All right, now let's go to free agency. We've had a really nice free agency so far. I mean, the Panthers getting Adam Thielen, the Panthers getting DJ Chark as well. I mean, you have CJ Gardner-Johnson to the Lions. You have Mac Hollins to the Falcons as well. I mean, you have Elijah Moore going to the Browns. You have Mecole Hardman going to the Jets as well. I mean, you had some really, really nice moves. I mean, the Jets getting Mecole Hardman is also a really nice get. Hopefully, he can stay healthy. He had a really unfortunate groin injury as well. Hopefully, Elijah Moore. Hopefully things go well for him on the Browns. Elijah Moore did not like his role in the offense with the Jets. He blew up at Mike LaFleur as well. So hopefully Elijah Moore thrives with the Cleveland Browns. So best of luck to Adam Thielen with the Carolina Panthers, along with DJ Chark as best of luck to DJ Chark on the Carolina Panthers as well. Best of luck to CJ Gardner-Johnson on the Lions. Best of luck to Mac Hollins on the Falcons. Also, we have Bobby Wagner coming back to Seattle. So nice to have him back on the Seattle Seahawks. It's his second stint coming back home. Best of luck to Bobby Wagner on the Seattle Seahawks as well. So nice to see that. And I also want to say this. Best of luck to the free agents that signed with new teams. Wait, hang on. Also, the Eagles Lane Johnson is re-signed with the Eagles as well, and his goal is his goal is to retire in Philly. So best of luck to Lane Johnson with the Eagles. Again, best of luck to anyone who re-signed with their teams. Hopefully, and also for the free agents, hopefully they get a team as soon as possible. So yeah, that's what I have to say on that. All right, now let's go to Lamar Jackson. And Ozzie Newsome had said that Steve Bisciotti said that the Deshaun Watson contract created some problems, which is very interesting. Ozzie Newsome spoke about this on the Bernie Kosar show with Hanford Dixon, and Hanford Dixon was laughing. I mean, it's crazy. What a crazy situation. And we have an article by Michael David Smith, and it's titled Ozzie Newsome, Ravens owner said Deshaun Watson's contract created some problems. And the article is on Microsoft Start. And it says in the article, since the Browns signed Deshaun Watson to an unprecedented, fully guaranteed 5-year, $230 million contract last year, other owners have refused to follow suit on guaranteed contracts. And Ravens executive vice president Ozzie Newsome is acknowledging that his team sees Watson's contract as a stumbling block to getting things done with Lamar Jackson. Newsome, who was the Ravens general manager for 17 years before stepping back to the executive VP role in 2019, said on the Bernie Kosar show that Ravens owner Steve Bisciotti views the Watson contract as a problem. Every club has to do what they have to do with contracts, Newsome said. What Newsome said. I don't worry about what other people do, but our owner did say that contract did create some problems. We have to figure out if that's going to be the norm or is that an outlier. We don't know. I mean, Ozzie Newsome is spot on about this. Hanford Dixon laughing. I mean, that's good. that's good that it got Hanford Dixon laughing, though. I mean, that is good. So, crazy situation overall. Now let's go to a tweet. We have a tweet from Tom Pelissero, and it says that Ken Francis is a Florida man who most recently was pitching a home fitness invention. I'm told he now is trying to renegotiate a 9-figure contract with NFL teams who are being told they're not allowed to negotiate with him because he's not a certified agent. And it's quote tweet. This is a quote tweet to, here's the full memo from the NFL Management Council warning teams not to negotiate with a man named Ken Francis about Lamar Jackson. And it says, in quote, violation of this rule may result in disapproval of any offer sheet or resulting player contract entered into by Mr. Jackson and the new club. And in that tweet that was quote tweeted by Tom Pelissero, it had it had a photo of the photo. They had a photo of the full of that full memo, as had a photo of the full memo, and that quote tweet from Lamar Jackson is in response to the Ken Francis is a Florida man. It's in response to the Ken Francis is a Florida man who most recently was pitching a home fitness convention. That tweet. So, I mean, and also Lamar Jackson responds by saying, "Stop lying." Lamar Jackson with a quote tweet or responds to. He does respond. Lamar Jackson says, "Stop lying. That man never tried to negotiate for me," with the crying to laughing emojis with the two laughing emojis. So interesting response from Lamar Jackson. He absolutely deserves a massive contract extension. He uses the two crying laughing emojis. So nice tweet by Lamar Jackson. And also Lamar Jackson tweets, he tweets, "My business partner Ken and I will be dropping the entire gym this summer." The 3 rocket emojis, the heart, and it says hashtag stay tuned. The stay tuned is in all caps, and it also says hashtag TRUZZ in all caps as well. And it also has the video of the entire gym. Has the video. There's a video of it. Lamar's working out in the video as well. So very interesting. I mean, I also want to say, I want to say Lamar Jackson deserves massive contract extension. I mean, he absolutely deserves it. So, yeah. I mean, also, hang on. I also want to say best of luck to Lamar Jackson and Ken Francis on the entire gym. And I also want to say, hopefully, Lamar Jackson gets a massive contract extension as well. All right, now let's go to Cam Newton. I mean, he threw at Auburn's pro day. I mean, he said that there's not he thinks that there are not 32 quarterbacks that are better than him. I agree. I think he deserves to start. He absolutely does deserve to start in the NFL. We also have an article. Hang on. Let's go get it. All right. We have an article, and it's by Kevin Patra. And it's titled Cam Newton's brother Kalen on QB's Pro Day showing. Semicolon. Anywhere he's been, they know who he is. And it says in the article, this was him showing love to me, Kalen Newton said via the Associated Press. He doesn't know anybody anything. He has had an amazing journey, an amazing career in the NFL. He has nothing to prove to anyone. Then there's a dot and there's a dot. He came to show his ability, show he still has it. I think for him, this was a selfless act, but it was also to show and prove to everybody he's not sitting around. He's still got it. Whatever organization wants to get a winning quarterback, his number's still open and available. It also says, when announcing he would throw to Kalen at Auburn's Pro Day on social media, Cam suggested he should still have an NFL job. Tell me how these randoms keep getting jobs, Newton said in a Twitter video. Don't worry about it. I'm going to show you. I can't wait to show you. I mean, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. It really is. I mean, and Cam Newton, he absolutely deserves to have a starting job in the NFL. For sure. All right, I think we got that on Cam Newton. Now let's go to DeAndre Hopkins. Pac-Man Jones was on the Pat McAfee show, and according to his sources, he had said that, well, according to Pac-Man Jones's sources, the Bills were in play. The Patriots were in play as well. Pac-Man liked the Raiders as well. Also, the Ravens and the Ravens, if Lamar had gotten the deal done. Also, DeAndre Hopkins did post on his Instagram some of the lyrics to Buffalo Soldier, so very interesting there. Nice to see that. And also the Falcons the Falcons were a possible destination as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see where DeAndre Hopkins ends up. Hopefully he ends up with the team as soon as possible. It's also possible that it's also the Cardinals do want like a Christian McCaffrey they want it's like a Christian McCaffrey like package in return, so they want that too. So yeah, hopefully DeAndre Hopkins ends up with the team as soon as possible. So yeah. All right, now we have Odell Beckham Jr. Jeff Darlington thinks that Odell Beckham Jr. will still end up with the Jets. I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens there. So, what happens with Odell Beckham Jr. So, can't wait to see what happens with him. All right. Hopefully he can get on a team as soon as possible. Talking about Odell Beckham Jr. All right, now let's go to Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, he had narrowed down his list to 3 teams: the Bengals, the Jets, the Eagles. I mean, with the Bengals, Zach Taylor likes where the team is at right now. I mean, with the Jets, we have a tweet from JPA Football, and it says Jets running back with the RB Bryce Hall thinks New York doesn't need another running back. 2 eye emojis. Ezekiel Elliott has the Jets on his list of teams he would play for, and then has a photo of the Breece Hall tweet. Breece Hall's tweet says, "I think we good over here at 8K Mike. How about you with HBU? Question mark, and then the yawning emoji. Yawning face emoji as well. We had to see what happens with Ezekiel Elliott. Again, I mean, hopefully Ezekiel Elliott can find a team as soon as possible. So, yeah, hopefully he can find a team as soon as possible. So, all right, now let's go to Austin Ekeler. Austin Ekeler has nothing against the Chargers. He has nothing against the Chargers. Hopefully, he gets paid what he deserves. It's also really unfortunate that running backs are devalued in the NFL as well. And we have an article, and it's by Jake Nissy, and it says Austin Ekeler says he's so underpaid. Says he's so underpaid as he seeks long-term extension. And it says in the article, Austin Ekeler has reiterated his desire for a long-term contract after reportedly receiving permission to seek a trade from the Chargers last week. Ekeler, due $6.3 million in 2023, was unable to hash out an extension with the Chargers after another strong season. This year is the last season on his current deal. And it also says in the article, I feel like there's no timeline, he said on Chris Long's Green Light podcast. I'm so underpaid right now as far as my contract. I'm so underpaid right now as far as my contract and what I contribute to the team. I am relentlessly pursuing this. I want to get something long-term done. I want a team who wants me long-term. So, yeah. Hopefully Ekeler gets paid what he deserves. He also has nothing against the Chargers organization as well. So, yeah, hopefully he gets paid what he deserves. So, yeah. All right, now let's go to Jonah Williams. Jonah Williams, he wants to leave. There's been trade conversations, and there's a tweet from Ian Rappaport that says the Bengals have had trade conversations centered around left tackle Jonah Williams. Sources say, as the interest heats up in the player who has 47 career starts, Williams requested a trade following the signing of Orlando Brown, and since he has heard from several possible suitors. So, very, very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens with Jonah Williams as well. So, yeah. All right, now let's go to Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Will Levis. They all had awesome pro days. I mean, the Panthers are really high on CJ Stroud. I mean, it's looking very likely that the Panthers will take CJ Stroud to number 1 overall. So very interesting to see how that plays out. Best of luck to Bryce Young. Best of luck to CJ Stroud, and best of luck to Will Levis as well. So, all right, now let's go to Russell Wilson. With Russell Wilson, he did have arthroscopic surgery. He had that on his right knee as well. And we have a tweet from Ian Rappaport, and it says what does it say? It says Broncos quarterback QB. Broncos QB Russell Wilson, or quarterback QB. Russell Wilson had arthroscopic surgery on his right knee following 2022, a procedure to fix an issue that had nagged him for a few seasons. He is back working out and throwing after the minor scope and should be fine for OTAs. He'll be at full health for 2023. So awesome update on Russell Wilson. So nice to see that. Nice update on Russell Wilson. Best of luck to Russell Wilson. So that's what I have on that. Now let's go to Foster Moreau. He unfortunately has Hodgkin's lymphoma. Really unfortunate stuff. Hopefully he can heal up as hopefully he can recover as soon as possible there. So, yeah. Now let's go to Tom Brady. He is now he now has part ownership of the Las Vegas Aces. And there's an article, and it says Tom Brady buys partial stake in WNBA's Las Vegas Aces, and it's by Moreau de la Fuente. And it says in the article, 7-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady has acquired an ownership stake in the WNBA's Las Vegas Aces. Team owner Mark Davis announced Thursday. I'm very excited to be part of the Las Vegas Aces organization, said Brady in a statement on Thursday. I've always been a huge fan of women's sports, and I admire the work that the Aces players, staff, and the WNBA continue to do to grow the sport and empower future generations of athletes. To be able to contribute in any way to that mission as a member of the Aces organization is an incredible honor. Brady said his love, well, the article's on CNN. Brady said his love for women's sports grew out of watching his older sisters, who were by far the best athletes in our house. It's in quotes. The exclamation at the end. So, yeah. And, best of luck to Tom Brady on his partial ownership with the Las Vegas Aces. So best of luck to him there. All right, now let's go to benroethlisberger. So the 49ers had contacted him about coming out of retirement, which is very interesting. And it says, there's an article on it. It says, Ben Roethlisberger playing for the 49ers in 2022 would have been the greatest story ever told. And the article's by Anthony DeFeo. And it says in the article, sometimes it's the Steelers off season, and you just don't feel like writing more things about the NFL draft. Then suddenly, like a sign from the football gods above, a nugget falls into your lap, and I don't know, gives you life. That's how I felt when former Steelers quarterback Roethlisberger appeared on Mark Madden's radio show on 105.9 The X on Tuesday for a rare interview, rare in that it wasn't on Roethlisberger's own weekly podcast, where he weekly conducts plenty of interviews in his own right. That the rare from there, it's in parentheses. Right, and parentheses there. So very interesting. And it also says later in the article, I'd be lying if I didn't say that there is a small part of me that was intrigued. Roethlisberger told Madden, I could still do it and prove to people that I could still play. At the end of the day, I just can't see myself in anything other than black and gold. So very interesting there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Take care. Have a good one. And I will see you guys. I'll see you guys in the next episode. All right. Bye. I'll see you later. Bye.